So we are back home now, and as you can see here, my last episode, I did
Professor Mouse.
I did spend my emeralds on 2 motorbikes right here. So I mean, I guess you could take one, and I will take one. I think I want this one right here. And
I'm gonna be honest, I've never driven a motorbike before. Look at this thing.
Oh yeah.
Look at this thing. Oh man. Oh god.
Yep. So what we got to do
crazy.
in today's episode is actually plan out exactly what we are going to do when we get there to start this Velociraptor exhibit. You guys did comment down below that you do want to see the Velociraptor, so we're going to create a whole new exhibit for the carnivores. Obviously we have the Jurassic T-Rex exhibit, but that didn't go too well with the big hole in the side of it right now.
I never even heard about that, dude. Hey, where you at, by the way?
I'm on top of my house. So for the list. For the Velociraptor exhibit, I'm going to first start off with, we're going to actually have to create the exhibit in there. So we're going to have to find a nice area and do that. Then we're going to have to add a food source to the exhibit. After that, we're going to have to get some raptors, as we'll probably try and get some raptors from both Jurassic Craft as well as Fossils and Archaeology, as we want to have that diversity in there and some intermingling among them. And then after that, we're going to have to create some security systems just to make sure we don't have any of these raptors actually escaping and getting out. So now that we have all that done, let's go start doing that. So the first thing we have to do is create the exhibit. So what we got to do is go use these motorbikes and find a good area to actually make the exhibit. We got to find a good area to build it.
How do I stop? How do I stop?
You just hit the back button. Do you know?
They're so hard to use, man.
Yeah, they're kind of weird and glitchy out, or they're glitchy. So do you know any good areas as to where we should create this? I mean, we should probably try and keep it around the herbivore exhibit, maybe, or in this general area.
I mean, we gotta be careful as well. We want them to like break out and kill all our dinosaurs. Around that mesa, is that a mesa biome?
Yeah, I think that over there. Although we do,
a mesa biome.
Aren't they desert creatures? They might be. Are they?
Oh, they are. You know what? This giant cliff thing over here, this cliff looking thing. Let's do it there, man.
Yeah, it is a good spot. We can create a little staircase up there and actually do that. So I'm gonna try and find a way up there, and we'll see. We'll try and explore and see what goes on. I know someone does live on the other side of this, so hopefully we don't have any conflicts with
hope we don't interfere with nobody.
Yeah.
Oh no. Let me check this out.
Oh, I accidentally jumped on the back. All right, so I'm gonna fly up there.
Yeah, there's a village over there, right?
Yeah, there's a village.
Oh, there's a village. We have settlers.
Video setting. Oh.
And gazelles. Dang. Doing cool here. Alright, man. So let's get started right in here, right?
Yeah, so
what's the first step?
Well, we have to pick a wall. So yeah.
I'll let you decide that one.
So I mean, normally we gotta do something definitely reinforced, probably. So
oh, you need steel for this one. That's right. You can break the
Yeah, so we might have to use some steel objects. I mean, obviously we do have the hollow block of the steel panels we could probably use, but those are kind of annoying to build all of those. We do have just a regular steel block, which is actually not fun at all to make. We're going to need a ton of steel for that, which will be extremely expensive. Fortunately, we do have a lot of objects, so we could do that.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could probably go for some normal steel blocks mixed with some reinforced glass, because we definitely want to be able to see inside the exhibit, as well as we also do have to set up a little feeding area in the exhibit to make sure to feed these guys. So I guess
I'm gonna quickly teleport to you to see where you're at.
Yeah, I'm actually on top right now.
Over here. Sweet. Alright, cool. So you flying?
Yeah, this will be a. Oh, I'm using my jetpack. This will be probably.
This is a really weird looking area. Oh my god. Yeah, let's do it here. Alright, let's get started right into it. So, yeah, what's the first step though?
So the first step, I suppose, if we look at our book, we have to create the exhibit. So I guess.
Oh yeah, the Triceratops exhibit.
What? Oh yeah. Well, that's the old one.
Book.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
let me see your new one. I want to see the new one.
Right here. So the first thing I do want to do is go back to our house. We're gonna have to get a ton of steel. So this is actually gonna be a pretty tedious process. So I will probably cut it out in my video. But yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be right back after we do some steel hunting.
So me and Mouse have decided to split up for the remainder of this video. He, being an apprentice, needs to go kind of set up his little workshop and base and, you know, kind of get some basic equipments like the jetpack and all of that jazz. So make sure to check out his channel if you want to see some more introductory stuff, as I'm going to probably be doing some more of the more advanced stuff. So obviously we did decide that I left my motorbike over there, but we did decide that we're going to need some better, we're going to need some steel to actually craft this exhibit. So what I'm going to do right now is look up the actual recipe for steel. Well, I know the recipe for steel, but we're going to look up if there's any cooler items we can do. So if there's a pillar of steel, we could use some pillars of steel. That would be quite nice, actually. But I think maybe just steel. Oh, there's steel frame glass we could go for. So I think just steel and steel frame glass are actually probably going to be the best bet here. And so I'm going to need a lot of sand. I always run low on sand, so this is something I do want to be a bit wary of. But yeah, actually, okay. So I don't think this is going to be one of those times where I run low on sand. It looks like we got plenty to throw around. We can throw all this other stuff in here for the time being. But yes, obviously steel is an extremely expensive material. You know, it kind of, it's an iron derivative, and we do have a ton of iron, but I don't know, it's still like really one of the most expensive materials. That's sandstone. One of the most expensive materials in the game, so to just be able to throw it around like we plan to is going to be a bit hard, but we're going to try and do it anyway, and we'll see how successful or unsuccessful we are with that. So we're going to go run down into our lab. Obviously we are following the book, which I do believe I gave to Mouse, which is a-okay. We should be reuniting a little bit later on in these little episodes, and oh look, we have some iron right here, so that works out perfectly. So let's grab all this iron, let that do its thing. That's a glitched out one, it looks like. So now let's throw the sand inside, as again we are going to need to make a bunch of this glass. Let's see, it should be about good now. And yes, so to actually make steel, what we're going to be doing is creating some steel blocks. So like that, a block of steel from Railcraft. We're going to need some steel ingots, and the way to get a steel ingot is, well, to melt steel dust, but first we have to, oh wait, am I not supposed to? Oh no, I'm not supposed to do that, am I? I'm not supposed to be smelting these iron ingots. Oh no, am I really not? That would actually really suck. But I could put them in a crusher really quick. But yeah, the way to do it is to put some enriched iron. Oh no, you can do it. Okay, so or I am supposed to do it. I forgot. I'm sorry. You got to put some enriched iron in here, and it will go through this. So it's going to take quite a while. As enriched iron, as great as it is, you know, it's a kind of a tedious process. I'm probably going to try and automate this because it'll make my life 8,000 times simpler. But yeah, I'm going to try. Oh. Well, there's one iron ingot remaining, but yeah, so I will cut back once we get a little bit farther with this. Hopefully it goes relatively quickly. So I did convert about everything. Oh, I forgot some iron dust in here. And I did get about all the materials we are going to need. I didn't actually finish crafting them all, but I am going to grab out my chisel really quick. And I did do most of these, but we are going to create these glass into steel glass frames. Fortunately, I have had a diamond chisel since about the beginning of the series, just in my backpack, hiding away. So let's place all this other stuff back in the backpack there. And yeah, so now we're going to have to do some crafting. So let's do that really quickly. We're going to have to make steel dust into, oh wait, I have to smelt steel dust actually, but this should go really quickly because oh, am I glitching out? But this should go really quickly because we obviously do have this super fast smelter, and it is quite efficient, not going to lie. So yeah, as you can see, we already have a ton of the steel done, and we're gonna have to start crafting this into steel blocks. So that shouldn't take too long. I mean, again, we are going quite quickly right here. This is not going to be a massive exhibit though. It should be a decently sized exhibit. I don't want to make it, the velociraptors aren't big creatures, and I think another thing we should start working on is actually getting these guys you know, made. We actually do have to get these dinosaurs over a decent period of time, so let's make sure to do that. We'll throw all this water in there like so, and we actually have one water bucket as excess. So let's see, I think we do have quite a few velociraptor DNA. So let's see, Stegosaurus, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Tyrannosaurus. Let's actually clean this up a little bit. A velociraptor right here. So I actually only have one velociraptor DNA in there. Let's see, do we have any in here? We have velociraptor DNA 1, velociraptor DNA 2. So it looks like we do have 3 velociraptor DNAs currently. I think we do have some velociraptor meat around somewhere. So if we do ever need more, we do have that opportunity. And isn't there? I thought I had 3. Oh yeah, right there. Okay, whoops, I did not see that one. Alright, so I'm sure the rest of the smelting is done now though, so let's go do that. And we'll grab these out of here. And actually it's not done, but it's almost done, so that's all that matters, right? And we'll grab all of this out, and we can start crafting this all into steel blocks now. So we're going to create all of these into steel blocks. So if we go to /workbench, as you can see, we're going to place that there, that there, that there, and I think you guys get the idea of what we're going to do. Actually, it looks like we're going to be just short of being able to craft a stack of steel blocks directly, as well, Yeah, but as you can see, these things are freaking expensive, so that's why these are only going to be the border of that. And I'm going to directly start setting this thing up for actually making some more steel blocks, as well, having 49 might not cut it. So these are going to be, again, pretty expensive. So I'm going to start getting the smelting process on again with another set of iron. How many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's get 7 stacks of iron dust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again, we have tons of iron laying around, so I'm not too worried about this stuff being wasted or anything like that. I think we should be a-okay in that department, and let's make sure it all went in there. It did, and then I'll come back down and use some of these metallurgic infusers a bit more, because it does take quite a while to get all the steel. So what we got to do now is we're going to run back up to the top. Let's actually just use /top, it'll be faster, and we're going to start placing the frame of this little base here. I don't want this video to run too long though, because I know me and Mouse did separate, and I know he does want to help me build this. I think he filmed the rest of his episode, so that is important. So let's go run over here. Again, we are going to start placing it down over here, and we're going to start with the frame and then work our way outwards and upwards, more importantly. And it is becoming nighttime here, so we do also want to be careful, but shouldn't be too risky, as, you know, we got some decent armor on, we got some decent weapons. We don't have any guns with us, which is, well, we don't have any ammo. We have guns, we just don't have ammo. So let's make sure my motorbike's still over here somewhere. It should be, oh yeah, it's right there, okay. Just want to make sure. I don't really know where to place this. I guess we should place it around one of these little water sources, but actually, I don't really know. Do I want grass there? I don't know. I guess we could just start anywhere. So this is a decent place to lay down the frame here. And I don't know. I don't want to really make it into a big square, but a square-esque shape like so. It'll probably be a big octagon of sorts then. And yeah, so just kind of a pretty basic design. It's not going to be a super massive exhibit, but it should be big enough. And as you can see, it should just be like this. And then it's going to be massive glass windows going up around the sides. And that should be about it. I mean, we're going to set up some mechanisms to make sure these guys do stay fed and all that jazz, but whoops. But otherwise, it should be nothing too complicated coming out here, guys. So with that, it is becoming pretty late, but I do want to place as many of these blocks as I can get down. So we have to place 4 diagonal blocks here to parallel the other sides. And we also are going to have to make sure to get rid of all those cacti, as the cacti will damage the velociraptors, and we definitely don't want that happening. Even though velociraptors are pretty tough creatures, you know, cacti can be kind of dangerous anyway. So we got to make sure to go through and clear them all out. So I'll just place these remaining 18. I don't want to waste any of these guys. And, you know, I'm going to definitely have to get more, obviously, but that's a-okay by me. So let's try and go around this thing. And obviously, we are going to be able to expand this at a later date. We're starting relatively small, so we can just want to start here, and again, at a later date, we will be able to get a bit bigger. So as you can see, that's a decent size. It kind of looks like a football field, honestly, but I'm going to go around that and come back over, and then hopefully we could have, like, all spots of little things about up here. So I'll eat some of this meat, and let's go back to our home. So let's do /home, and yeah, let's go make sure everything is going good, and I'll sleep, and then we could do the. So as always, we are back with another, you know, outro session of Jurassic World, where we get emeralds, spend emeralds, and all around just have a great time. So let's check how many emeralds we did get. We did get 6 emeralds, and if you guys do not know, the way to get emeralds is to leave 10 likes on a video or 10 comments, and each of those will equate to 1 emerald. So you guys did lead 40 likes as well as 20 comments on the previous video, so I do want to say a big thank you for that. You guys are doing a great job at that. So we do have about 6 emeralds. We also do have an additional 22 in there, but I think what I want to get is maybe I think I want to get a bunch of very lucky blocks. Very lucky blocks are just kind of exciting, so we're gonna get 2 very lucky blocks, which we will open at the beginning of next episode, so make sure to check that out, and we'll do that really quickly, and there you go. So next episode, 2 very lucky blocks. I'm not adding on anyone to the server this time, but I want to do somebody next time, so make sure you stay in the comments down below, and if you guys do comment some cool stuff, I will invite you onto the server and give you beta access for free, so make sure to check that out. Again, I think this is the final day where this flash sale is going on, so make sure to go check out the website for some $3 beta access. We have it really cheap, otherwise it's going to be $10, and we want to try and get as many of you on the server before the school year starts. And again, that's it. So thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and hopefully the Velociraptor hype is real. See you guys all later. Bye.